everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is Penapple and today I am doing another very special video. I am doing a collab with so many people, the Brindleton Bay Collab. Oh my gosh, bays. This collab is with Irrelephant, Harrie, Gavin Sims, XFreezerBunny, Simlicy, and DevonBumpkin. So what we are doing is we are redoing every single lot in the new Brindleton Bay world that we got with the Sims 4 Cats and Dogs expansion pack. And so I am doing a renovated old fish factory. And right now I am building it in what's it called? Windenburg, only because I started before the pack came out. But if you're interested in this build, you can download it off of the gallery. My Origin ID is penappleYT. There will also be, at the very end of the collab, there will be something that you can download and put the world directly into your game, so you don't have to go to the gallery and put in every single lot. You can also do that, but this will be an easier way to do it. I don't know a huge amount about it because I've never done it before, but it's a thing. I will leave a link to it when it becomes a thing. Oh my gosh, excuse me, but you could just hear me burp. I've been drinking coffee. Oh my gosh, I'm like way too excited for this, but it's so cool. I am going to be doing 3 lots in total. This is the first one, and then I have, obviously, because, you know, 2 more after this makes a total of 3. That's how math works. But I actually looked at a whole bunch of like old factories for inspiration, and I drew out the shape that I wanted, and it turned out really similar. So I'll try and remember to put in a little picture of that sketch just because I personally find it interesting, so you know. But yeah, I am so excited to be doing this collab. I have collabed with actually everybody in this collab before except for DevonBumpkin. Yeah. Not because of any like specific reason. He's super awesome. He actually, I was so flattered and excited. He was doing a stream and somebody asked him to do a Ghibli build, and he was like, well, maybe I would, but there's somebody else who already does it, Penapple, and she does it really well. And I was like, oh my god. I don't know if that's exactly, I wasn't there for it. I was just told later by somebody else, and then I thanked him and he was like, no problem. But I was just like, oh my god. Let me just fangirl and die a little bit. But yeah, I have collabed with everybody else. Like, it's kind of fun. Anyway, I'm just so excited to have been asked. Like, yay. Okay, we're in Brindleton Bay now, and you can see I'm kind of fiddling with the windows and stuff. I was really hoping that the new windows with the cats and dogs stuff pack would fit with this better, but I had a little bit of difficulty with it, and so I ended up using the romantic garden stuff pack windows here, and I don't quite like how these look either, but I really just wanted that arched window effect and roofing type thing. But anyways, we came with this really cool poster that's like a fish thing, and so that's part of the inspiration for making this an old fish factory. I don't know if it smells. Smells aren't really in The Sims. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. But it looks really cute. It ended up being a 2-unit home. I thought I would make it more of an apartment complex. And so technically it's kind of an apartment, but maybe it's more like a townhouse. It ends up being kind of split down the middle between 2 homes. Because I tried making it more, but the layout just got so crazy because the second floor is like really weird with those windows. It looks good from the outside, but on the inside it's kind of like, what is happening? And so it just didn't really quite work out, so I just went with 2 units, and I think that was the right decision to make, because it that meant that those units could be multiple bedrooms and they aren't cramped. They're just really nice. So I could have also made it 1 unit, but then I felt like there was too much room, and where was it? Well, anyways, I really love what I did here with these garage doors, and I was excited to be able to use the new windows here. They just really fit very well there, and so I thought that looked really cool. And I also added this little like extension, not just to give me more room, but to kind of give the 2 units less of a mirrored feel. I wanted them to be different, not just in their decor, but in the layout as well, because I could have just split it down the middle, but I didn't. And so I didn't start doing this at the beginning, but towards the end, I made it so that one side is kind of like for a cat family and the other is for a dog family. You could change that up however you want, but that was kind of the idea. It's kind of make like a juxtaposition to warring sides, I guess. I don't know. Oh my goodness, but I do like how it turned out. How are you guys doing? I'm doing pretty good. I've just exhausted myself with how like excited I was, but I've been drinking coffee today, if you can't tell. But I feel so much better than I did last week. If you guys saw my video last week, I was like right in the middle of being sick, and you can still kind of hear it in my voice a little bit. I still have some mucus. That's a gross word. Mucus. Anyways, I do actually need to there we go. Excuse me. But yeah, so I'm actually really surprised. I am pretty much completely over that cold. Like it was really, usually when I really get sick, I'm like miserable, and then I have a really slow like recovery time before I finally feel normal again. But this time it was really kind of night and day. I just kind of like turned a corner and then I was like better. Like I went to work on Monday and I was totally fine. Like the only issues I've been having is with an excess of mucus. Like my nose was just gushing at work all day. It was awful. Anyways, this is a really gross discussion. This is a sign that we got, like what I'm doing right now. This isn't a sign, but it's like a physical sign, not a metaphorical. What is happening? But it's a physical sign that we got in the expansion pack, and I thought that it would make a really cute roof trim, especially because we can size down objects now. So I thought that was really cool. You know, kind of gives that like, ooh, I just love how that turned out. I really, really love using objects not how they're supposed to be used. For some reason, maybe I feel like I'm like tricking the Sims team, like, haha, you didn't think this object could be used this way or something. Maybe, I don't know. I'm feeling particularly silly, but I do also feel like I have a new life breathed into me, which is kind of nice after being sick for so long. But I did yoga today and I went and got coffee. Funny story. Oh, sorry. My throat is terrible. I apologize. But funny story about the coffee. So I usually go to Starbucks. My mom gives me a gift card. Oh my gosh, she's so sweet. She gives me a gift card and she says that it's how she shows her love, and it's really, really cute. It's a little bit funny in my opinion. But I really appreciate it, but I will usually kind of blow through it, and so I don't want to just like keep asking her, you know, to renew it. So then I'll usually go to this other coffee place that is on my way home from yoga. And so I started doing that after yoga, and I do yoga twice or on Saturday and Sundays, and so like the woman started to recognize me and she was like, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot your name. I feel like I should know it. You've been coming here for like 6 months. And I look at her and I'm just like, I haven't even lived here for 6 months. Like, I haven't even been coming here for I've only been like a month. Like, is that how often I go to this coffee place? Like, is that like a lot? I don't know. It made me feel really self-conscious. I was like, oh my gosh. Terrifying. It's always kind of terrifying when people like start to recognize you at places and it's like, oh no, this means it's a thing that I do, that I go here. But anyways, that story completely skipped over all of the landscaping. I loved using the size down tool for that. Yeah, I kind of wanted it to look more wavy at the end. Like the wave shape was kind of lost a bit, I think, but I do still like how it turned out, and like just with the colors and the doors, it's a very city living thing, so I felt a little dubious about using these doors because they are just so city living, and I'm worried this build doesn't look super pets or cats and dogs, but I mean, it looks good. But yeah, I'm worried. I'm mostly worried, and it's not just this build. I'm worried about another build, that it's not going to fit in with everybody else's builds. So we'll see how it looks. Hopefully it looks okay. Because this kind of looks almost like a Victorian factory, like one of the first factories they would build. It's very, I think the roof trim kind of does that, but the roof trim is fabulous, so I'm not going to get rid of it. But yeah, so you guys can tell me whether or not you think it fits in the world. I'm not sure, but here I am starting to get into the interior, and there are 2 apartments, and I couldn't really settle on a style specifically. I kind of just went with what I thought looked good, and so there's kind of a wide range. Both sides look different, and I like both sides, but I feel like I should have gone with like a tone for these, but it's just it's me. That's the tone. Penapple. What style is this decorated in? Penapple. But yeah, and so, oh my gosh, I lost my train of thought. Well, you know what that means? Random story time. Because when I forget what I'm going to talk about with the build, I just launch into a random story. I've actually taken to writing down things whenever I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel like my subscribers would want to hear this. Something to talk about in this giant build. Like, oh my gosh, this thing is really long. It's like 35 minutes. And I cut out a lot of footage. I cut out all of the bathrooms. I didn't even film most of the bathrooms, but you don't get to see any of the bathrooms. I thought they were kind of boring. I'm sorry. But yeah, so there's that. And then also it took me a really long time. I really waffled back and forth on how many units I wanted this to be until I finally decided on a floor plan. So it took me a really long time. So long. But anyways, story I was going to tell. So I was so excited with the pets. This is ages ago too. With the pets coming out, everyone was changing their Twitter handles to like something pets related, and I was like, what can I call myself? Because like for Halloween they did that too, a Halloween themed one, and I had no idea how to change Penapple to something Halloweeny, and so I asked my Twitter followers, and Irrelephant came up with the name Penkenstein, and it was just totally ridiculous, and oh my gosh. And so I had a little poll, and I was like, Pen, Poison Apple, Penkenstein, Candy Penapple, I think those were the 3, maybe there was a 4th one, and I let you guys vote. And of course, Penkenstein won. Oh my gosh, it was so ridiculous. But for the pets thing, I was like, what am I gonna call myself? You know, and then it just was like so obvious. I love pugs. Pug Apple instead of Penapple. And I'm just like, why didn't I think of this before? This is ingenious. And oh my gosh, it was ridiculous. And if you haven't seen my pug Let's Play video, I highly recommend you go check it out, because yeah, I go a little bit insane. My favorite comment on it so far was actually from Gavin Sims. He just commented, "Hi, worried." Yeah, I'm a crazy pug lady, and I feel like people didn't quite believe me or understand like the gravity of the situation of my obsession with pugs until then. So I'll leave a link in the description. There will be so many links in the description to everybody's channels, to the videos that are playlists we do, to once it comes out, to the downloadable world, lots of stuff. And if you don't follow any, or if you only follow some of these people, I highly recommend you go follow them, because they're all awesome. They all do amazing builds. This is just like, I feel like this is like not like a power couple, but like a power team. Like we are like a force to be reckoned with. Oh my gosh. And I kind of like it too, because you know, I feel like you know, some of us are more well known in the community than others, and so I feel like it's kind of but we're not like really big channels, you know. We're not like Deligracy or Hatsy or Lil Simsy or Soph Sims, you know, lots of those, which are all fantastic too. But it's just also kind of nice. I feel like people are really excited about this collab, and so I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying. Maybe I'm saying I want to be that popular. I don't want to be that popular. You know, I came to the realization the other day. So as I speak right now, I think I have about 2,370 ish subscribers. And when I first started out on YouTube, I would obsessively check my subscriber counter, especially as I would get closer and closer to a landmark. And then usually my interest would kind of die out a little bit in knowing the exact subscriber count after you hit a landmark, because like, you know, it's just kind of like, oh, well, you know, we're not really going anywhere right now, you know, got to wait a little bit until we hit that next landmark. Which, how weird is it that we arbitrarily like make things landmarks, like 100 and 1,000 and stuff like that, and everyone gets all excited. Anyways, oh my gosh, I get so sidetracked. But I kind of realized the other day that, you know, oh gosh, my voice just died there. Ooh, my channel probably won't get a huge amount bigger than this. Like, I feel like if I keep doing YouTube, like, by the time that I finally like run out of momentum or like have to stop because of life or whatever, I feel like maybe 5,000 maybe would probably be like the end. Like, it kind of depends on what I make and like my luck and stuff, but like in the whole grand scheme of things, 5,000 isn't a lot. But when I really sit back and think about it, that would be like amazing. And so like, I don't know, there are some days where I'm kind of just like, well, I don't really have that many subscribers. But other days I'm like, I have a lot of subscribers. And so I'm trying to like learn how to be really content with just the content that I produce, because I find that when I get really caught up on how many subscribers I have, how fast my channel is growing, or how much one video like views got over another, that I kind of start to go a little bit crazy and I get disappointed in content that I was previously proud of. Like, especially because I never know what's going to be popular that I make. But yeah, anyways, so I guess the reason why I'm rambling about this is because I kind of just realized that the other day that my channel's probably never going to get like super big. Like, I'm never going to be like penappleYT, you know, I'm not going to be Urban Sims, you know, kind of thing, but I'm still cool. Oh my gosh, that sounded so pathetic. I'm still cool, guys. Just because, okay, anyways, okay. Don't like, calm down, okay? But yeah, and so I don't know, it was just kind of a nice realization, like, that I don't have to shoot for those gigantic numbers to feel proud in the content that I make, which is a really, really weird revelation for me because I'm a very competitive person. Like, I'm kind of scary competitive, like, and I'm the type of person who's usually like, oh no, I'm not competitive. Oh no, I'm totally fine. Yeah, oh my gosh, she won, but deep down inside I'm burning with the rage of 1,000 suns. Like, that's the kind of, and so, yeah. Anyways, let's move on to actually talking about the builds. Does anyone come here anymore to listen to me talk about the build? I now gonna tell a story about me, you know, instead of talking about the build. But sometimes I'll go back and listen to my old voiceovers, and oh my gosh, I was so focused. I was so focused on the build. I would talk about so much stuff about the build, and not anymore. But yeah, so 2 kids' bedrooms on this side of the apartment. This is the cat side, technically. I ended up going back and changing a few things to make it more cat-ish, like the stuffed animal is a dog, and so I changed it to a cat. I don't change this bed though, even though it has fire hydrants on it, just because I really like the color scheme that I went with here. I personally really love orange, and so it was exciting to get to play around with an orange and blue color scheme. But I had a lot of fun with this room. The room next to it is, I feel like, more teenager-ish, and it's got like a green tone, and I feel like it could really work. I feel like it's relatively gender neutral, which is kind of, I feel like both these rooms are. I feel like either or, anything, under the sun, whatever you want. Whoever you want, put it in here. Put it. Okay. Let's all breathe together. I feel like that's an important thing to do sometimes. I like how I come from yoga and I'm so like centered, and then I sit down, or well, I go and drink coffee immediately. But like, you guys would not believe how chill I can be. But the what I put forward, the facet of my personality that gets put on the internet is like out of this world, like crazy. Although honestly, I'm a slightly weird individual. Oh my gosh. But I love how this room turned out. I think it's just a really sweet room. Like, both of these rooms are really weirdly shaped. They've got like weird, like almost like an L shape, like a weird T shape, like like lopsided T type thing. But I think they work in the end. I don't know. It made it really hard to do layouts, but yeah. Sorry, my throat keeps catching, which is like the worst thing when you're trying to do voiceover, because yeah. Obviously. But moving on. But okay. That was really quiet there for a second. Sorry, I'm really trying hard to collect myself. Oh, I know what I was going to talk about. The stuffed animals that we got, the new ones, because you know how they had like the giant teddy bear and the unicorn, and then, you know, we got the vampire stuff pack and we got a vampire bat, and, you know, we just kind of get new ones. I think that the cat and dog stuffed animal is terrifying. Like, there are a couple of swatches that I'm okay with, but like especially the cat version, something about it is really, really off-putting for me. Like, I really almost disliked using them because I don't know, something about the eyes or something, or the shape of them. I don't know. It like really like like I actually kind of regret using them. Like, I don't know, am I the only person that finds them like slightly creepy? But here you can see I'm kind of fiddling with stuff because I didn't realize that you'd be able to kind of see through the roof through these windows, because like the roof intersects the windows and it looks weird. But I kind of just finally decided to just deal with it, move on, just try and ignore it, because I feel like most people will anyways. But it did kind of bug me. Like, oh my gosh. Also, on the other side, for whatever reason, the stair railing intersects the windows on the other half of this build. You'll probably see it when I furnish that. But this is the master bedroom. Both master bedrooms are on the top floor. Just because windows, I think. That was why I did that. But they both look different. What I like about this apartment, or like units, is that they look different. They do. Like, I may not have been able to decide on a concrete theme or style, but they look different. Yeah. So that's good. Plus, this is a living room layout I haven't really ever, kind of have done before, but I think it's kind of interesting, like having like a TV and those really high back chairs are cool. Oh, just wait. I haven't even gotten into my rant about mismatched furniture. We'll wait till we get to the next apartment for that, because it's always a joy and a pleasure to hear me rant, right? Oh my gosh. But this is, the other apartment has a bit more of an open layout, and I like the kitchen better in the first apartment, but I like the living room better in this one. But the layout of this is kind of nice too. I like both of them, right? Yes, I do. I think I just got self-conscious about stylistic effect. I don't know why. I guess because I'm a nervous, anxious person? Is that the reason? I feel like I'm really bad at voiceovers today too. I don't know why. Why am I this out of practice? Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna take a break. 1 second. Okay, collected myself. Kind of. Still feel nervous, but maybe it's all the coffee I drank. Because I don't know, drinking coffee before a voiceover makes me like extra intense and kind of excited, and I talk extra fast, but that doesn't necessarily correlate to a good voiceover. Ooh, I am so excited to have gotten to size down those paintings, because honestly, I love those paintings. And so it was just really, really nice to be able to size them down. It was so very nice. But we have finally made it into the living room section, so I can rant a little bit. I mean, what is there to be said about the mismatched living room sets in The Sims that hasn't been said before by me repeatedly, probably 80 times by now? But, okay, now we're back to the kitchen. I just wanted to rant. I'm gonna rant anyways. But yeah, like, it just, 3 pieces. Why? Why not 3 pieces? Why only ever 2 pieces? I don't get it. Like, I really don't understand what, because we have this sofa. This is a sofa, standalone sofa, that 3-seater there's no, like, oh, maybe there's a chair that goes with it, like patterns. Yeah, I think there's a 1-seater chair. And then we have this gorgeous high-backed 2-seater sofa, and we got a 1, and like, we don't, like, I think it would look weird for that to be a 3-seater, but I think they could have a similar style and have it be 3 seats, and it just, I can't, it really pisses me off. Oh my gosh. Like, last week, I was like too sick to even like this, like, to talk about it and like get like up in arms about it, but I was deep down inside. The flame was burning. It was just me in my weakened state that couldn't really talk about it. But like, it's just so weird to me. And like, I think the weirdest part about it for me is that in the base game, we had matching furniture sets. It was a thing. It was what they did. And then it was like whoever worked on the base game that isn't there now, I guess, could you come back, please? Could you shake some sense into them? Because I don't understand. Like, why? Like, what is this? Like, furniture comes in a 2, 1, and 3 seat option. That's just how okay. Whew, shake it out. Let it go. Okay. Oh my gosh, but I love how the color scheme of this turned out, and I really like how I have the fireplace and not have the TV over it, because I feel like I do that a lot because it's a really easy thing to do, and it is kind of how things are. It kind of depends, but I feel like it made the living room a bit more complex and realistic, and so I really like that because I have the hardest time with structuring living rooms and kitchens. Also, why was this shelf so big? Like, I sized it down and it looked normal. More normal than when it was sized up. Anyways, don't know why that was. But here you can see I spent so much work making this cute little piano corner. I was so excited about it. And then I realized that I didn't have a dining room table, like, at all. I only had a 2-seat island, so I ended up having to go back and remove all the cute stuff I put there, but it needed a dining table. But I love this little entryway thing. This is so cute, and I added like the flowers, and so cute. But yeah, I just I like how this turned out. Plus, I like the pet bed there. The pet bed I found a little hard to fit, mostly because I don't know how much space Sims need to walk around it, because I still haven't really played The Sims all that much. Like, I played the pug game, but like, right, I played with all my 7 pugs, but I don't know. I've just been like not hugely interested in playing The Sims like at all lately. So anyways, but here you can see I kind of started to remember, like, oh yeah, this is the pets build. We should maybe add some more pet beds. And so this is, yes, when I decided, okay, cats on this side and dogs on this side, changed up some of the decor. There will be pet food in each side, and one will be dog pet food and the other will be cat pet food. So that is all fine and dandy. Also, I found it really interesting that the bowls slot into the automatic feeders. I didn't know that was a thing until I was looking at the color swatches and I'm like, why did they go with these swatches? These are terrible. And then I realized, oh, you can change it. So that's good. But yeah, we got the cat mailbox on one side, the dog on the other. I thought of changing this to be a smaller bed, 2 beds, but I didn't really like how it looked. So I half-heartedly, the cat versus dog thing was a little half-hearted. Let's be honest. This build took me so long. Like, I kind of wanted to collab with somebody on this build, like a little bit, and I did kind of ask around, but at the end of the day, I was like, you can do it. And so I can't talk. Oh my gosh. That, and I just really didn't try that hard to really get someone to like collab with me, because I knew I could do it by myself. But I think that was also just kind of laziness, because I found that I really like doing exteriors of buildings a lot more than interiors. So that was me kind of being like, oh, could I just do this thing I like and then leave the part I don't like to somebody else? No, I do like doing that too, but I love how this bedroom turned out. I think it's so cute, sort of like bright greens and blues. I'm really surprised by how much I like this kid's furniture. Like, I looked at this new bed And I was like, that looks hideous. That is disgusting. That is ugly. And then I just started using it and I was like, oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. What was I thinking? And like, I like the dresser that goes with it and the little night table. The night table's a bit big, so I sized it down in this one, but I don't... Sometimes the Sims team gets me. Like they'll show me something and I'm like, ugh. And then I'll kind of like look at it a little bit longer and then maybe I'll like be like, well, maybe I guess I should use it. And so I'll like use it and then all of a sudden I'm like, this is life. This is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Oh my gosh. So yeah. But on this side, it will be an office, nothing too fancy. Oh, I hope I remember. Yeah, I think I remember to film it. Downstairs on this side, there is a bedroom. It's more like a guest bedroom. It's a little bit, not boring, I would say. It just made me more standard. So I thought that could be kind of nice, like if you have a visitor or something. But yeah. Oh my gosh. So I remembered a story I wanted to tell you guys, completely off topic. Absolutely and utterly off topic. So the other day I was craving soup. I'm a soup person. I really love soup. Like when I was 15, I spent 10 months in Hungary as an exchange student, and they are big soup people over there, and they converted me for life. Like, I don't know, something about soups is just fantastic. But they would have like soup with like almost every meal. I mean, it kind of depends on the family and like the time and stuff, but like soup was like a big deal and I loved it. Anyways, so I was craving soup and my boyfriend and I ordered in. We kind of just like, you know, they have one of those food services where you like pick it out and then you pay and then somebody will like drive and deliver it, not necessarily the restaurant. Anyways, I digress. But I was looking at it and we finally found a place that had multiple soups because I was like, okay, I'll go with 2 soups. And they had the weirdest option. It was 2 soups, 1 bowl. And they were like weirdly proud of, they were like, okay, so what we do is you get to pick 2 soups, either any of our 2 soups, and then we'll put them in the same bowl side by side. It's a revolutionary way to eat soup. And I'm just like, what are you talking about? Like, what? And so, like, I, of course, didn't do that because it was bizarre. And they, like, showed a picture and, like, the soups were split down the middle because I guess they were kind of a thickish consistency. But the really funny thing is I did end up getting 2 soups, 2 different bowls. And so I started eating the baked potato soup first. And I was like, yeah, this is pretty good, you know? And then, like, I kind of got midway through it and I was like, you know, I should probably switch over to the other soup. And that one was like a pea lentil soup. And so I started eating that one. I'm like, this kind of tastes grassy. Like, I don't know. And then, but as I started eating it more, I was like, okay, I'm fine with this. This is okay. And so I end up finishing that entirely. And I switched back to the loaded baked potato soup. And I was like, this is so bitter. Like, what is this? Tastes completely different. And I was just like, oh my gosh. I pity whoever, like, whatever poor soul decides, I'll try this 2 soup in 1 bowl thing. I'll see what they're talking about here and get these 2 soups because they were radically different palates. Like, it completely skewed your mouth in a weird direction. I can't even imagine trying to eat them together. And it was just not that interesting. That's what that story was. But and it was just so weird. They like, I think the thing that really like got me was they were like, this is revolutionary, like eatery here, like we're on the cutting edge of like coolness, and it was just like, no oh my gosh. But we are finally on to the bedroom here. I'm finishing it up. I don't like the color scheme of this bedroom. Why? Because I don't like the color scheme of the bed. Yeah, it's something about that no, yeah, I don't know why I went with it. Yeah, I like how the bedroom is laid out. I feel like maybe if you change the colors, but it was just kind of hard with the color of the windows and the floors to pick a bed and that style bed with the swatch, the mesh, and it was a roller coaster ride, and it was the last thing I did, so I was like, ugh. But anyways, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this build. If you did, feel free to give me a like, comment, or subscribe. Especially interested in being notified as to when my next video is. My schedule will be kind of weird because of this collab, but that is a-okay, cool. That just means you have to subscribe now. You have to. It's required. Okay. But anyways, I hope that you guys are all having a really great day. Be sure to check out everybody's channels and content, please. I will see you guys next time. Bye.